Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. These corners backing off a bit. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Past the first down marker and still running. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. At midfield, he's bringing it back. He's at the touchdown, Baylor! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out aggressively. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. The sure hands. It's Lindsey. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Ready. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go. Ready?
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's McAfee. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Clayton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He's got it on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Creates a little space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Once he got some room, it was over.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Utah State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Logan for some time. They're up by 21 over Vanderbilt. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Coming out with it, it's Stevens. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using the quick game. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Baylor!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
21.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots.
He lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Corners are going to bail. He'll take the deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. the Demon Deacons will kick it away to crank up the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Lindsey. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. That's reeled in. It's McAfee. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's McAfee. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
The Bears look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for space. It's Lindsey. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to fire on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Might be changing the route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He wants to change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's McAfee. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zips it out to his man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He has the first and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's McAfee. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A run for the quarterback. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Send it downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Going to take a shot on second and short. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
The Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got his man in the middle. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Wake. They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Kansas State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Here's a heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. 1st down, you get the sack. 2nd down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting in 3rd and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down.
Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Bears! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Scrambling away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, two-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
The Bears enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. The give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Pressure coming. Finding open areas. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
Well, you're trailing here in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pulls it in. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Gotta find a completion on this one. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone. It's on target and complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put